Morning. We have our moment in Black history for today. Today's moment focuses on the National Memorial for Peace and Justice, also known as the National Lynching Memorial, located at 417 Caroline Street in Montgomery, Alabama. On March 22nd, 1898, Ida B. Wells Barnett, along with 8 congressmen, went to Washington, D.C. to implore President William McKinley to institute reforms and pass laws against lynching. She continued to fight against the unfair treatment of African Americans and became a co-founder of the National Association for the Advancement of Colored People, the NAACP. What is lynching? Lynching is a form of violence in which a mob, under the pretext of administering justice without trial, executes a presumed offender, often inflicting torture and corporal mutilation. More than 4,400 documented African American men, women, and children were lynched throughout the United States between 1870 and 1950, according to the 2015 report on Equity Justice Initiative. Many people believe this type of domestic terrorism occurred only in the South. However, it remains today a national tragedy. In fact, not far from here in Coatesville, there was an African-American steelworker named Zachariah Walker who was burned to death by a mob on the south side of Coatesville on Sunday, August 13th, 1911. He was accused of killing Edgar Rice, a white security guard and a former borough policeman. 15 local men and teenage boys were indicted and their involvement in Walker's death, but each individual was acquitted of all charges. On March 29th, 2022, 124 years after Ida B. Wells Barnett visited the White House, and after nearly 200 attempts by Congress to pass a federal anti-lynching law over the course of the 20th century, President Joe Biden signed the Emmett Till Anti-Lynching Act into law, making it a federal hate crime. Now, some of you might say, why would you bring up such a terrible thing that has happened? Well, I'm a firm believer that if we don't learn our history, we are doomed to repeat it again. And so that's our moment in Black history for today.